Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. I am Difa Imandini with NPM 234111046. On this occasion, I will present material based on the topics specified in the courses I'm taking. The material I'll discuss relates to important, relevant concepts, both theoretically and in their real-world applications. I hope that the explanation I have provided can be understood well and is beneficial for all of us. Okay, next I will go into the material discussion. Cognitive bias in accounting decisions refers to systematic patterns of thinking that can lead to deviations from rational and objective judgment. In the context of accounting, these biases can influence how information is recorded, interpreted, and used in decision-making by accountants, managers, and auditors. According to Daniel Kahneman, cognitive biases arise because individuals often rely on fast thinking, heuristics, to simplify decision-making processes. While efficient, this approach can lead to consistent errors that affect the quality of financial reports and business decisions. One common type is confirmation bias, where individuals tend to seek or interpret information that supports their initial beliefs. In accounting, this may occur when a manager only accepts data that aligns with desired targets while ignoring conflicting information, leading to less objective decisions. Another is overconfidence bias, where individuals have excessive confidence in their own judgments. An accountant or auditor may believe their estimates are accurate without sufficient verification, increasing the risk of errors in financial reporting. There is also anchoring bias, which refers to the tendency to rely too heavily on initial information. In accounting practice, previous period figures are often used as reference points without adequately considering significant changes in conditions, potentially resulting in inaccurate estimates. Additionally, the framing effect occurs when the way information is presented influences decisions. For example, financial data emphasizing profits may lead to different decisions compared to the same data presented with a focus on risks or losses. The impact of cognitive bias in accounting can be significant, including reduced quality of financial reports, poor decision-making, and an increased risk of manipulation or fraud. Therefore, it is important for organizations to minimize these biases through strict accounting standards, the use of objective data, independent audits, and training to raise awareness of cognitive biases. By understanding and managing cognitive biases, accounting decision-making can become more rational, transparent, and reliable. Beyond the commonly identified biases, cognitive bias in accounting decisions is also closely related to how uncertainty and estimation are handled. Accounting frequently involves estimates, such as asset valuation, depreciation, and provisions for doubtful debts. In these situations, subjective judgment becomes unavoidable, creating fertile ground for bias to emerge. For example, optimism bias may lead managers to overestimate future revenues or underestimate potential losses, resulting in financial statements that appear more favorable than reality. Conversely, excessive conservatism may also distort information by understating performance, which can mislead stakeholders in a different way. Another important aspect is the escalation of commitment, where decision-makers continue to support a previously chosen course of action despite evidence that it may be incorrect. In accounting contexts, this can manifest when managers persist with unrealistic financial projections or continue investing in failing projects to justify earlier decisions. This bias not only affects internal decision-making but can also influence how financial information is reported, potentially delaying the recognition of losses. Cognitive dissonance also plays a role in shaping accounting behavior. When individuals encounter information that conflicts with their beliefs or decisions, they may experience psychological discomfort and attempt to reduce it by adjusting their interpretation of the data. For instance, an accountant may unconsciously reinterpret financial figures to align with management expectations, rather than presenting them objectively. This can compromise the integrity and neutrality that accounting principles are meant to uphold. In addition, group dynamics can amplify cognitive biases within accounting processes. When accounting decisions are made collectively, such as during budget meetings or audit discussions, individuals may conform to dominant opinions to maintain harmony. This can lead to groupthink, where critical evaluation is reduced and alternative perspectives are overlooked. As a result, biased judgments may go unchallenged and become embedded in organizational practices. That is the explanation that I can convey regarding the material that has been discussed. From this discussion, it can be concluded that the topics studied have an important role in increasing our understanding, both from a theoretical and practical perspective. Hopefully this material can increase insight and be useful for all of us. I would like to thank you for the attention you have given. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.